Blacks don't want to admit that they should be grateful to any white people, no matter what happens to the white person. For example, I gave a speech for Shirley Chisholm in sixth grade, and that was the end of me. I was wasted. I was battered, beaten, dragged through glass. And when I told somebody from the NAACP, he said, "You're not special." The Crowhag Reguster's agent from Neva Pornographic, who invaded our school, armed, violently, and kidnapped me and forced me to engage in drugs and sex with adults when I was just a little boy, traumatized little boy. They put me on inhalants. They snuck me into older women's bedrooms when, after intoxicating me, I would cry and cry, and they would batter me and show me things that are as bad as Gaza to traumatize me and shatter my neurological system. They put in a nerve agent. Gerster's agent, Burslin, of which she's been bragging with Toon and the Union and the NAACP for decades, talks about X-amples, meaning Greg Carl says the persona is subjected to successive degradations of the X motive. They had what Fripp called required behavior of the little boy. Okay. We know that Thaws loves to hum. The best defense is a good offense. So they put a receipt in my toilet after point at the Commons. Now Batman comes in and takes off sheet after sheet of paper towels, counting the symbolic abortions and the poison. Well, when I went to give Fripp a discipline insignia that I had made, a fella comes up to me, a black fella in Philadelphia, and says, "You ain't be thinking of asking them for a job now, or what's the furthest thing from my mind?" I said something off the cuff once to Blue about auditioning for King Crimson, but it was just, I'm making poet at the time. I'm probably better than a pianist, but it was just showing my interest and self worth. I just was delivering an insignia, but I asked him why not. What's the deal? He goes, "That be a union man's job. You take a union man's job, and it ain't gonna sit too well with them." Well, when I was at the Ruskin as a crib, Nathan, the black man, comes in here. Oh, he looks at me. You see, the white is a rhesus white specimen of the vivisection labs of Pitt. He is owned. He's going to be used as a walrus to illustrate why we can't trust. What was it that we couldn't trust? Public schools for everybody. Well, no, son. What is it we can trust now? Lyndon Johnson's war in Nam. Lyndon Johnson's war in Nam can be trusted. Oh, in person is, I used to wash dishes to put a roof over one of the artist's heads so he could paint. I never begrudged it. If I begrudged it the way they do, I would have apprehended his paintings and said, "You're not getting them back." I protected them for him because I cared about him. So they can't make it congru. They make up these stories. I hurt somebody with my mind. They look at me from to blink. Do you laugh when somebody gets hurt? Yeah, they're so psychotic and deviant and invasive because every accusation is a confession with them. A person has a right to be paid for their work and their injuries. Get over it. Well, they're never going to get over it. They are addicted to what I call Sotheby's murders. The Crocag Reguster made all of these. That's how she got everybody going along with the AIDS attack. Oh, look at Jimmy getting the pussy. Look at Jimmy getting the pussy. Oh, pornographic genocide. And they're wriggling their swastika girls' fingers from the Pope Carls at the successive degradations of the X motive. They used a C and a Star of David, bold and brave, on their Grooster Burst and Neva Corporation, pornography in anticipation. Did you notice, were you looking at porno when COVID happened? Notice that thing, boom, 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 right? It was already in place to do it. Boom, 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 boom. You put in with Vlads, two virgins. They're going to wage war on NATO and they're going to win. We're going to fundamentalist tripartite, and anybody who has sex with the homies is going to pay up with the Satan bug, and they're going to get a receipt in their toilet. You can get a receipt in their toilet from the drawers of Victor Krosky that they're going to draw their way into your lunchroom and put a receipt in the toilet. Yeah,